All right, today we're going to continue on with surface area and we're going to work on cylinders and spheres. So I can find the surface area of a cylinder and a sphere. Now, surface area of a cylinder is going to follow the same formula as yesterday with our prisms, but we're going to modify it to work for circular bases. So from yesterday, we worked with surface area equals the perimeter of the base times the height of the cylinder plus 2 times the area of the base. Okay, remember P, perimeter of base, followed by capital B is area of base. And both of those are circles. And we know with a circle, we always need the radius. So surface area equals, okay? Now, perimeter. When we talk about the perimeter of a circle, we're talking about the circumference. So we're going to use 2 pi r times h plus 2 times the area of the base. Well, the area formula for a circle is pi r squared. So with this, we only need 2 different variables, r and h. R stands for the radius. H is the height of the cylinder. So r is radius. H equals height of cylinder. All right, so here we go. The radius of the base of this cylinder is 4 inches. The height is 6 inches. Find the surface area. We are not going to do in terms of pi. And then round to the nearest whole number in this case. So we can draw it if we want. We have a radius of the base is 4. The height of the prism is 6. So let's write out our formula. Surface area equals 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r squared. I need an r, an h, and that's it. So from the information given, the radius of the base is 4, r is 4, the height of the cylinder is 6. So we plug it in. Surface area equals 2 pi 4 times 6 plus 2 pi 4 squared. Let me find my calculator here. All right, so the first part of this, 2 times 3.14 times 4 times 6, we get 150.7 plus 2 times 3.14 times 4 squared is 100.48. Add these two numbers together. Sorry, 150.7 plus 100.48 equals 251.2. We're working with surface area, so it is inches squared. All right, find the surface area of a cylinder. Go ahead and try this. Don't worry about it in terms of pi. Surface area equals 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r squared. We need an r and an h. Height, radius, the height is 10, the radius is 10. So we get 2 pi 10 times 10 plus 2 pi 10 squared. 2 times 3.14 times 10 equals 628 plus 2 times 3.14 times 10 squared, 628. Some of you probably noticed it's going to be the same thing. Add those two numbers together and we get 1256 centimeters squared. Now, can I plug this whole step in once? Well, let's try this. 2 times 3.14 times 10 times 10 plus 2 times 3.14 times 10 squared, 1256. So if you're one that wants to do less steps, you can plug those all in at once. All right, surface area of a sphere is very, very easy, you guys. It's 4 pi r squared. All you need is the radius. So you know the tricks that they're going to throw at you. They're going to give you the diameter, which is what they do here. So surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared. R, what is the radius of this? They gave us the full length across, so the radius is 4. 4 pi 4 squared. So 4 times 3.14 times 4 squared equals 200.96, which rounds to 201.0 meters squared. All right, find the surface area of a sphere with diameter 14. Just round to the nearest square inch. So surface area equals 4 pi. They gave me d equals 14, so I plug in this here. 4 times 3.14 times 7 squared. They want it to the nearest inch, so 615.4, which rounded to the nearest whole inch is 615 inches squared. All right, you can stop the video now. That is it for today. I'm going to go ahead and do the next lesson, which you'll watch tomorrow. All right, so surface area of pyramids and cones. This is actually the most difficult one, probably of all of them we've done. Hopefully you found the rest to be pretty simple. Surface area of pyramids and cones, I can find the surface area of pyramids and cones. All right, so here we go. Surface area equals 1/2 P times this cursive L here plus capital B. So let's talk about this. We have a 1/2. P, same as always, the perimeter of the base. Okay, this L is new. Okay, we've seen it before, but we haven't used it. The slant height is what lays on top of or on the side of a pyramid. It's like always leaning. It's the hypotenuse of the triangle we see here. We don't use the height, the actual height of the pyramid when finding the surface area. Now, how does this differ from a prism? Well, now we don't have 2B because how many bases does this have? 1. So capital B stands for area of base. P equals perimeter of base. L equals slant height. Perfect. So here we go. Find the surface area of the square pyramid at the right. Surface area equals 1/2 P times slant height times area of the base. So let's identify what our P, our slant height, and our area of the base. So perimeter of the base, this plus this, and even though it's not marked, this and this. Well, it's a square pyramid, so all of these are 5. So 5 plus 5 plus, we have a 5 back here because it's the same, and a 5 back here, equals 20. The slant height is the line that they gave us laying on the side of the pyramid. Yes, so the slant height is 6. Now the area of the base is going to be base times height of that square. So 5 times 5, which is 25. Now we can plug it all in. Surface area is equal to 1/2 the perimeter of 20 times the slant height 6 plus 1 base, which is 25. We plug this into our calculator. 0.5 times 20 times 6 plus 25 is 85 feet squared. When this happens with nice easy stuff like this, these are great. Now we're going to get into some that They don't do us any favors. And here it is right here. We are talking about the Great Pyramids. At the time it was built, the height was 481 feet. Each edge of the square base was about 756 feet long. What is the surface area of the Great Pyramid? Surface area is 1/2 the perimeter of the base times the slant height plus 1 area of the base. So let's identify what we have and what we need. Perimeter of the base. Well, it's a square base, so they gave us this as 756. So all of these are 756. So we're going to add them together 4 times. 756 plus 756 plus 756 plus 756, which you guys all know is 4 times 756, 3,024. Okay, now they want the slant height. Okay, did they give us the slant height? No, they actually wrote the formula or the variable right on there. So just like before, we're going to bring down a right triangle. This right triangle is formed inside here. Okay, I know that the height is 481. If this was volume, we could easily figure it out because they gave us the height like we need there. I'm trying to find this. Now, this piece right here is only half of this. So I'm going to take that full side on the edge of the base and divide it by 2. And I get 378. Now I have enough information to find the slant height. So L squared equals 481 squared plus 378 squared. So 481 squared plus 378 squared. The slant height squared is equal to 374,245. But I take the square root of that. Second square root, 374,245. The slant height is 611.8. So now I can fill in the slant height here is 611.8. Area of the base is going to be 756 times 756. 756 times 756. 571,536. Now we can plug it in. Surface area equals 1/2. My perimeter of the base was 3,024. The slant height that I found was 611.8. Plus the area of that base was 571,536. Now I just plug that in. 0.5 times 3024 times 611.8 plus 571,536. And I get 149,657.6 feet squared. So 1,496,577.6. That's a lot of numbers here. All right, last but not least, we're going to do surface area of a cone, and that is the last bit for the whole chapter. So surface area of a cone is going to follow 1/2 perimeter times the slant height plus capital B. Well, when we do this, we get 1/2 of 2 pi r times the slant height. Okay, because this is our formula for the circumference of the circle. Well, these guys cancel out. So what we're left with is just pi r slant height plus 1 base is pi r squared. So all we need is the slant height, which works the same way as a pyramid, and the radius. All right, and I'm going to try and get through this quick. I've got 40 seconds here. So surface area, I need an R and a slant height. The radius is 15. The slant height is 25. I have what I need. So surface area equals pi 15 times the 25 here plus pi 15 squared. Plug it in. 3.14 times 15 times 25 plus 3.14 times 15 squared gives me 1